Pranjal. I am right now 22 years old. I am currently doing my architecture from Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee. I believe in equal distribution of resources to the public. Like we have seen that rich gets richer, poor gets poorer. This kind of theory is completely uh, facing challenges in the current world. Like if you see, most of the money and power is in the hands of very few people, and rest of the India is still facing a lot of challenges in terms of basics necessities. So I would say that equal distribution, or in some way this gap should be lesser in a way that would help the all the people to grow simultaneously and in a positive direction. Yeah. I believe that it's my personal opinion that we are divided by boundaries. Like every country is divided by we have that created from the past, that this is our area. This boundary is our area. Beyond that, another country starts. So this is a something hypothetical thing, but I have that in mind. Let's not. Why can't we have a universal country as a whole? Like Earth, we can have a universal country. We don't need to have those demarcations or those boundaries where we separate people, like this is German, this is French, this is Spanish. So why don't we create? Europe is such a small place and they have so many other countries in it. So I feel like why not we have a universal country concept, and that way our import, export, all these things, all the trades, all the currencies, all the poverty, and I guess all the distribution of resources, everything will be sorted, I guess. Like I said, equal distribution of resources, but at the same time, we need to uplift the lower ones first. We have seen that we people of India mostly are dependent on the agriculture sector, and we see the conditions of farmers in our country, and at the same time, daily wage earners, they are living in slums and living in a very harsh conditions. So firstly, let's lift up their life, and through various government initiatives, through public participation in that. So that is should be the main reason, main key area where we should focus on, as an individual also, as a government also. I guess for me, most important is my life. For that case, like I feel like I value time as the most important thing. I want to live for long and make a change throughout my life, in lives of people around me, in lives of pets around me, animals around me, in lives of flora around me. So I want to live and I want to make the most of the time, so that my ideas or my I create those changes, uh, those signs or those impact in the life of people. So my most valuable thing for me is time. There can be many answers to it. If we see and go back to the history, we from the mythological age or very early Indus Valley civilization, if we start like the history of India, we see that the conditions were very good for women. Then slowly and steadily, with the invasions and other things, the conditions got poorer. But as the current time, we see that there is definitely a major change in lives of women. Women are getting empowered. Women are getting roles in various industries and important roles. And like we see down in the south, that women's are much ahead in terms of responsibilities, taking actions or taking charges or responsibilities that earlier men used to do it. Like if we see recent cases, like women's are also right now driving buses, which we didn't expected. Like women's would drive buses. I recently saw that a woman who was filling petrol in the filling station. So I got surprised. Like I didn't expect it, but then I questioned myself, why didn't I expected this thing? Yeah. It's all about our questioning. Ki we are somewhere in that mindset that women's are meant for some gracious work, or very that doesn't require that manpower. Like so that manpower concept is which is lacking us, or creating that restrictions in us, we can put it out like women power, not man power. So that way. So I think women's in India are now at par with men, and in terms sometimes ahead than men. So as far as I see, there has always been a separation in terms of youth. Like there are three kinds of youth, in my opinion. There are one who are passionate, who are dedicated to their work. Like I have to become an IS officer. I have to become a, a great politician maybe, or great economist maybe. Like I want to win Nobel Prize for my country. Like everybody, there are a segment which is totally dedicated. Then there is a segment that feels like I get the minimum basic thing done, like my food, clothing, shelter, and I have no further plans. I just want to relax in my life, and I just want to keep it to the minimum. There are people like we would think do that people exist, but yeah, there are people I have seen who are very chilled out in their life. They want to just relax and live a very basic life. There are also people, but we have a major segment who live a life of kind of minimum things, or like a basic requirement they have, but they have bigger goals in life, that I want to achieve this, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want money, I want power in case. So but they are still struggling in their life. Their basic things are not met. They don't know how to reach to that level. They don't have that basic plan, or out or even connections, or even the way how to reach there. But they always struggle in that, and anytime they do things now, they have that guilt. Yeah, I want to make it to that level, but I'm not doing that. Why I'm not doing that? I'm just wasting my time in maybe playing games, video games, like, or just surfing over the internet, or we're just watching it right now. We know how much distracting it is, social media and reels, which has kind of impacted our brain. It has reduced our retention time, right? So we have problem in focusing. है ना? We can't focus now. मतलब we are just strike with that YouTube shorts, that 15 seconds, 20 seconds. We want something exciting to be done in our life, right? We can't now sit for 3 to 4 hours like है ना? Like earlier students used to do. So there are a lot of distractions in life. So I feel like youth right now should be motivated, or the awareness should be put out, like these things, and the importance of time and time management should be laid very on the pedestal. Like this is the thing that I feel for the youth, to make them aware of time management and how to plan their life and prioritize their task. The movie that really changed my thought was Three Idiots. And the reason I am in IIT is because of Three Idiots. I was, I guess, 9 years old when I watched, 9 or 10 years old when I watched that movie, and I felt like it really, earlier I was like a Magoo kid, who used to just mug up all the things which are there in the school. And okay, we used to have our textbooks. We had the last page of the chapter. Used to have questions, fill in the blanks, true, false, or some one words or something. I used to mug it up and I used to write it down in the exam. I used to get good marks. After that movie, I realized that this is not the only textbook in the world. There are other textbooks. There are other things to know. So I'm just reading out these. I'm just mugging up these things, writing out in the exam, and just getting marks. What's my knowledge? Okay, that knowledge I can get from other areas as well. So then I started reading articles. I love Wikipedia a lot. I just write something like Indus Valley Civilization, or maybe Adolf Hitler or Mahatma Gandhi, and I used to read those long articles that used to come, and it started as a habit. Then I realized that these textbooks are not meant for that. No, these are just meant for your school preparation and all that. But in a life, you need to have a lot of knowledge and a lot of information about things that will shape you. So even you might not believe that I have read Bhagavad Gita as well at this age. So that is all because of my curiosity to get the most of knowledge And that movie literally changed. I think ki I'm not meant for to read these textbooks and get marks and have a life which people feel ki ha, he's a topper, he's having a good life. No, I felt that lack of knowledge after that movie ki these textbooks will just give me a limited amount of knowledge. I have to make up to the next level. So yeah, that movie is a very good movie for me. I have always enjoyed peaceful places. I don't like a rush, and I don't like a crowded area, honestly. So I like where you can have relax, you can like be in a calm state or listen to yourself, where you will feel that ki, हाँ, there are questions in my mind, where there are a lot of I don't like bars and loud places. I like to. I would, if you ask me to go on a disco or on a meditation session, so I would choose to on a meditation session for 1 hour, because I am that kind of guy, very very calm and composed in my heart. So recently I got a chance to visit Ladakh 3 or 4 months back, and I felt this is the bestest place for me. I stayed there for 1 week or so. We had gone there as a batch trip from IIT. So I realized we were on a project actually for army. So I realized that this is such a peaceful place. This is such a peaceful place for me, and yeah, I would say कि vacation wise, I would definitely go on vacation next year. Definitely, I'm going again, because Ladakh opens only 3 or 4 months in a year. So next year, more probably, I'll again go to Ladakh, June or July, something like that. So yeah, peaceful places are good for me. Um, I guess being popular in school is a good idea or not. Uh, I guess you become popular by your deeds, by your work, by your performance, in a way, like how you perform. So like you can use know ki you can't judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree. So you are good at some places, you might not be at good at some places, but you need to realize that this thing, that a fish, you can't judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree. You should realize it as early as possible, because if you don't realize that na, you will feel, yaar, why these people are not respecting me, why these people are not giving me attention, because you are not good among those. Maybe like if I'm good in studies, if I'm good in music, and I go to a dance class and I feel that they should give me attention. Yeah, I am good in music. They know me. They know that I am good in music. Okay, they have listened to me a lot. But when I'm in a dance class, I'm just making fun of myself, and I'm expecting, yeah, they should respect me. I'm good at this place, but no, you're not good at this place. So you need to understand. I lately realized this thing. When I went to college, I thought, yeah, I was a good student, right? I was a topper of my city. Okay, I was, but then you see that everybody's a topper of their city. That in that college, you will find them. People are already very brilliant there. So you will not get that attention, right? Why will they give you that attention? So you feel that lacking in, and that you need to understand with time. It is important to realize it as soon as possible, because otherwise you will end up your life in a lot of stress, and you will feel lack. Now earlier you were popular and you had that attention seeking power, but now you don't have those, and you feel a bit ashamed to move out now, because you're not getting that popularity. So you need to understand, understand this thing, that not every people, not every environment is same, not every jokes that used to work earlier are going to be same, because time has also changed, people have changed, time has changed, environment has changed. So these things won't work again. So you need to understand that you have to keep on growing, and you have to shape yourself in terms of time, people and environment. So yeah, that's how I'll wrap it up.